In the sweeping sands of time, there once rode a warrior whose ambition knew no bounds. His vow, not to retreat until he had tread the lands of China, sealed their kings, and collected their tribute. This is the story of Qutayba bin Muslim, a name synonymous with conquest and the spread of a flourishing empire. In the 8th century, under the expansive Umayyad Caliphate, a commander rose to prominence, forever altering the course of history. Born in the heart of Basra, Iraq, Qutayba bin Muslim was not just a military leader but a strategic mastermind, a diplomat, and a fervent believer in the cause of Islam. His life was a tapestry of battles, strategies, and conquests, stretching from the bustling streets of Basra to the mysterious lands of the East. Qutayba's campaigns were not merely about territorial expansion. They were a struggle to spread the influence and teachings of Islam. His name, to this day, echoes as a symbol of Islamic conquest and cultural integration. As we delve into the life of this extraordinary figure, we will explore how a single man's vision and determination led to the transformation of an empire and left an indelible mark on the pages of history. Join us on this journey through the life of Qutayba bin Muslim, the conqueror who shook empires. In the bustling city of Basra, in present-day Iraq, the story of Qutayba bin Muslim begins. Born into the tapestry of the early Islamic world, Qutayba was raised in an era marked by rapid expansion and cultural synthesis. His youth was shaped amidst the echoing calls to prayer and the fervor of a society in the throes of religious and political transformation. From a young age, Qutayba exhibited a keen intellect and a profound interest in military strategy. He grew up in the shadows of the Umayyad Caliphate's golden age, where tales of conquests and the glory of jihad were part of everyday life. These stories ignited a fire within him, a burning desire to partake in the expansion of Islamic influence. Qutayba's journey into the annals of history began when he joined the Umayyad army. His natural leadership qualities and strategic acumen quickly set him apart from his peers. He was a soldier who not only mastered the art of warfare, but also understood the delicate nuances of leadership in turbulent times. His rise through the ranks was meteoric. Recognized for his bravery and tactical brilliance, Qutayba swiftly ascended to positions of greater responsibility. His first major appointment came when he was made the governor of Rai, a pivotal region near modern-day Tehran. Here, Qutayba showcased his administrative and military prowess, effectively managing the region and quelling any dissent. Qutayba's reputation as a capable leader and a formidable warrior soon led to his appointment as the governor of Khorasan, a key province at the northeastern frontier of the Umayyad Caliphate. This appointment marked the beginning of a new chapter, one that would see Qutayba embark on a series of conquests that would etch his name into the annals of history. In the annals of history, Qutayba bin Muslim stands out not just for his conquests, but for the exceptional leadership traits he embodied. These qualities not only made him a respected commander, but also a figure of awe in the eyes of both friends and foes. First and foremost was his strategic brilliance. Qutayba was a master of battlefield tactics, known for his ability to anticipate enemy movements and turn the tide of battles in his favor. His strategies were not only effective but often innovative, blending traditional Arab warfare techniques with new approaches adapted to the diverse terrains and adversaries he faced. Qutayba's bravery was legendary. He led from the front, inspiring his troops with his fearless demeanor. His resilience in the face of adversity was a beacon of hope for his soldiers, especially during the toughest of sieges and battles. This unyielding courage made him a symbol of strength and determination for his men. Alongside his military acumen, Qutayba was also a man of wisdom. His diplomatic skills were pivotal in negotiating with conquered cities and tribes. He understood the importance of incorporating different cultures and religions into the Islamic fold, often using diplomacy as effectively as force to bring regions under Umayyad control. Qutayba's leadership style was characterized by a combination of sternness and fairness. He was strict in maintaining discipline, but also known for his just treatment of soldiers and civilians alike. This approach earned him both respect and loyalty, creating a cohesive and motivated fighting force. Qutayba bin Muslim's leadership traits, his strategic insight, bravery, wisdom, and diplomatic acumen, played a crucial role in the successes of his campaigns. These qualities not only made him a revered military commander, but also left a lasting impact on the regions he conquered, shaping them for generations to come. The true test of Qutayba bin Muslim's capabilities began with his appointment as the governor of Rai, and later, Khorasan. These roles not only demanded military expertise, but also administrative acumen, a challenge Qutayba met with remarkable skill. As a governor, Qutayba demonstrated an unparalleled knack for administration. He reformed the tax system, ensuring fair collection and distribution, which bolstered the region's economy and loyalty towards the Umayyad Caliphate. His governance was marked by a blend of firmness and justice, earning him respect among both the Muslim and non-Muslim populations. However, it was in the battlefield that Qutayba truly shone. His tenure as the governor of Khorasan marked the beginning of an ambitious series of military campaigns. His goal was to expand the Umayyad Caliphate's boundaries to the furthest reaches of the known world. Qutayba's first major campaign was the conquest of Transoxiana, a region rich in culture and resources, strategically important due to its location along the Silk Road. His approach combined military prowess with strategic diplomacy, often opting to negotiate surrender rather than resort to bloodshed. His military tactics were exemplary. In battle, Qutayba was known for his swift and unexpected maneuvers, often surprising the enemy with his strategic foresight. He effectively utilized cavalry and infantry, adapting his tactics to the diverse and often challenging terrains of Central Asia. These initial conquests under Qutayba's leadership not only expanded the territorial reach of the Umayyad Caliphate, but also played a significant role in spreading Islamic culture and influence. Cities like Bukhara and Samarkand, once great centers of Buddhism and Zoroastrianism, began their transformation into Islamic cultural hubs. Qutayba's victories in these early campaigns laid the foundation for further Islamic expansion into Central Asia. His blend of military might and administrative skill marked a new era in the history of the Islamic conquests, setting the stage for his later, more ambitious endeavors. The city of Bukhara, a jewel of the Silk Road, stood as a testament to cultural and economic prosperity. For Qutayba bin Muslim, conquering Bukhara was not just a military objective, but a strategic move to cement Islamic influence in Central Asia. Qutayba laid siege to Bukhara with a well-planned military strategy. The city, renowned for its strong fortifications and spirited defenders, presented a formidable challenge. However, Qutayba's patience and tactical ingenuity eventually led to a breach in the city's defenses. The siege, marked by fierce combat and strategic prowess, ended with Qutayba's triumphant entry into the city. Following the conquest of Bukara, Qutayba adopted an innovative approach to consolidate Islamic rule. He encouraged Arab settlers to inhabit the city, thereby facilitating the spread of Islamic culture and practices. His policy of cultural integration, rather than mere domination, was a hallmark of his visionary leadership. Buoyed by the success in Bukhara, Qutayba turned his attention to Samarkand, another key city on the Silk Road. The conquest of Samarkand further showcased Qutayba's military prowess and his ability to adapt to different combat situations. His victories continued as he brought more cities under Islamic rule, expanding the Umayyad Caliphate's reach deeper into Central Asia. These conquests were not mere territorial expansions. They were transformative in spreading Islamic culture, language, and religion. Qutayba's campaigns led to the establishment of mosques, madrasas, and the flourishing of Islamic arts and sciences in these regions. The conquest of Bukhara and beyond under Qutayba bin Muslim was a turning point in Islamic history. It marked the successful spread of Islam into regions that were once strongholds of other major religions. Qutaibah's legacy in these lands went far beyond military victories. He laid the foundations for a vibrant Islamic civilization that would endure for centuries. As Qutayba bin Muslim's conquest spread far and wide, reaching the very borders of China, his approach took a remarkable turn. The warrior known for his military prowess now showcased another facet of his leadership: diplomacy. Qutaibah's next move was not with the sword, but with the pen and the shrewdness of a seasoned diplomat. In a daring and unprecedented move, Qutaibah sent emissaries to the Chinese king. This was not an act of aggression, but a bold diplomatic overture. Qutaibah told the emissaries, "Go with the blessing of Allah, and may Allah grant you success. Do not remove your turbans until you enter their lands. When you meet him, inform him that I have sworn not to turn back until I tread their land, seal their kings, and collect their tribute." Upon their first arrival at the king's court, dressed in humble attire, they are met with silence, a dismissal that underestimates the strength they represent. The Chinese king and his council, unimpressed, see them as no more than ordinary men. Undeterred, the emissaries return the next day, now adorned in brocade and silk turbans, symbolizing the wealth and sophistication of the Umayyad Caliphate. Their transformation speaks volumes, yet again they are turned away. The king's advisors now acknowledging their improved, commanding appearance. The third day marks a turning point. The emissaries, fully armed, mounted on horses, present themselves as formidable warriors. Their appearance stirs panic, projecting the true might of Qutaibah's army. The Chinese court, seeing them as mountains of strength, prevents them from entering, sensing the power they wield. Finally, the Chinese king, both impressed and cautious, inquires about their varied attire. The emissaries, with poise and confidence, explains, "Our first attire is our clothing among our families, the second for meeting our leaders, and the third our gear for our enemies. In agitation, we stand ready for battle." Remarkably, the Chinese king, recognizing the strength and the expanding influence of the Umayyad Caliphate, chose a path of peace. In a gesture of submission and respect, he sent a tribute to Qutaibah. This was no ordinary tribute, it was a symbolic act laden with meaning. The Chinese king sent soil from his land, along with princes, signifying acceptance of Qutaibah's dominance. This event marked a pinnacle in Qutaibah's career. Not only had he expanded the caliphate's territories, but he had also secured its influence through diplomatic means. The Chinese tribute was a testament to his skill as a negotiator, a leader who could wield words as effectively as his sword. It was a victory without bloodshed, a conquest through respect and mutual recognition. The tribute from China was not just a political success, it was a cultural exchange that opened doors to future interactions between the Islamic world and the Far East. Qutayba bin Muslim, the conqueror, had now become Qutaibah, the diplomat, demonstrating that the true power of an empire lies not just in its military might, but in its ability to foster relationships and command respect across cultures and borders. At the zenith of his power, Qutayba bin Muslim stood as an unchallenged conqueror, his name revered and feared across vast territories. But in the corridors of power, where ambition and jealousy intertwine, his fate took a dramatic turn. As Qutaibah continued his relentless expansion, his success began to breed envy and fear among the Umayyad leadership. The politics of the caliphate were turbulent, and a commander as powerful as Qutaibah posed a potential threat to the ruling class. Whispers of dissent began to spread, sowing seeds of distrust among those who once hailed his victories. In a tragic twist of fate, Qutaibah fell victim to the very power struggles he had helped to suppress in his conquests. Betrayed by those within his circle, he was assassinated in a sudden yet calculated move, a stark end to a life that had been lived on the battlefield. Despite his untimely demise, Qutayba bin Muslim's legacy endures. He is remembered as a pivotal figure in the Islamic conquests of Central Asia. His military campaigns significantly expanded the Muslim world, bringing vast regions under Islamic rule. His strategies, his administration of newly conquered lands, and his efforts in spreading Islam laid the foundation for a cultural and religious landscape that endures to this day. In retrospect, the life of Qutayba bin Muslim is a testament to the complexities of power, ambition, and the enduring impact of leadership. His story is not just a tale of conquest and expansion, but also a reminder of the transient nature of power and the unpredictable tides of political fortunes. As we look back on his remarkable journey, we are compelled to ponder, how do the actions and decisions of such formidable figures continue to shape our world? How does their legacy influence our understanding of history, culture, and religion? The tale of Qutayba bin Muslim, the conqueror who shook empires, remains not just a chapter in history books but a story that continues to resonate through the ages.